Morning all, I hope you are well. It's Friday, thank God it's Friday. I have got a training this morning at 9. It's just gone past 7 and I need to quickly run into one of the supermarkets because we have nothing for breakfast this morning. The children have been at home for a week now, eating me out of house and home. But I love it. I love it. Anyway, I just decided to quickly talk about this video that went viral on TikTok. I believe it went viral yesterday. Well, I saw it for the first time yesterday. And it's sad. It is really sad, honestly. So it's about a Nigerian family. I'm sure most of you have seen it. A Nigerian family. Video starts off with the camera pointed at this man in a football jersey shirt, a blue shirt, and you can hear the wife speaking in both English and Igbo. She is screaming. There is pain in her voice. She is angry. She is upset. Everything. She's disappointed. She's betrayed. You can just feel every kind of negative emotion going through her voice, and she is shouting. So apparently what has happened is this Nigerian family they live abroad. They're not based in Nigeria. I think they just moved abroad, and the husband brought his niece to come live with them. The niece is she's tall, so I want to place her age between 10 to 12. I could be wrong. I brought his niece to come live with them. Lo and behold, Madam finds out that this niece is not his niece, but his daughter. So when this video starts, she's screaming at this man, telling him how disappointed she is in him. He's trying to beg her to please turn off the camera. She said, no, I'm not going to turn it off, and I'm going to post this. As a matter of fact, at some point, she, turns the camera to this niece. That part was so heartbreaking because she's on the floor. She's asking the niece is called Chioma, I think, to pack out. She's asking the husband to leave. The niece is on the floor begging. Oh, that broke me. That broke my heart. The man is begging. Her mother is there because she's got this girl, the woman, not girl, the woman has got a little baby, so maybe the mom is around for Omugwo. He's not that tiny, but he's still a toddler. Or maybe she just came visiting, I don't know. She's screaming at her husband to leave, screaming at the girl to leave, and she posted, and I don't think she was expecting it to go viral the way it did, because not only have, oh my God, the last time I checked, I think that thing has over 1 million views now because everyone has reposted it. It's made its way to American blog pages, UK blog pages. It's taken off. It has. And for me, because I obviously spoke to family, friends about the video, and everyone is like, why did she post it? Why did she post it? Why did she post it? Now, honestly, I'm just going to contradict myself with the things I'm going to say. So let me just put this out here. For me, I do agree she shouldn't have posted it to an extent on social media, because before we had all these platforms, we were having, issues like this. This isn't the first time that a man has fathered a child, be it in the marriage, outside the marriage. Wife finds out, blows her top. So before social media, how were we handling this? You have exposed the face of this girl who did not ask to be born. You know, you've exposed, well, she's a content creator, so she has been exposing her family, her children's faces. So that's fine. But the face of her husband's daughter, she didn't ask to be born, you know, because she's a minor. It doesn't mean that you've got the right to just put the camera on her and put her face out there. So that I did not agree with, especially the fact that she was begging. You know, she's what does she know? I'm sure her father has asked her to lie. I'm very sure, you know, because otherwise, why would she want to call her father her uncle? The man has asked her to lie. So that's that. But you see that man, I'm very happy she exposed him the way she did. I'm telling you, I am. I don't get it with men, not all men. But you know, men that do sneaky things like this, I don't get it with them. Honestly, I don't get it with men. Let's look at two scenarios, because some people are saying, oh, he had the child before marriage. Why didn't he say that? If he did, he didn't cheat on her. Some are saying, no, they've been together, you know, for a while. They only just got married 2019. So he did cheat on her because he had the child whilst they were still dating. So let's look at both scenarios. You had this child, you know, before you met your wife. Why didn't you just say? Why did you not just say? Look, 9 out of 10 times, Nigerian women will still marry you. It's the truth. They will still marry you, you know. They would still go ahead and marry you. So, especially if you're a decent young, they will still marry you, you know. So, if you had this child before you met your wife, madam, this is it. I mean, we have cases where women even had children, you know, maybe they were married or it was a serious relationship. Heck, it was a fling. They had kids or they have a child. They tell the man, well, the marriage goes ahead. So why didn't you say so? That was dishonesty from the word go. If you had that child before you met her. Now let's look at the other scenario. You were dating this woman. For whatever reason, you decided to cheat on her. Selfish reasons, nothing else. Cheat on her. A child, you know, came out of it, out of the cheating. You knew you were, you know, becoming serious with this woman because you later on married her in 2019. And then you now brought your daughter, asked her to call you uncle, told your wife that's your niece. What were you thinking in your head? You know, sometimes, honestly, I just feel that some men are just myopic, short-sighted, and just dumb. Your wife was going to train this woman, train your daughter, and then was the plan for you to then maybe bring your baby mama at some point? Because were you going to separate your daughter from her mother for the rest of her life? So was your plan for you to bring your baby mama at some point? Because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding, you know. Why didn't you, especially when you saw that it's becoming serious between you and this woman, you were heading for the altar, why didn't you confess at some point? Look, things that are done in the dark, they always come to light. And you are hiding this secret and carrying this secret, men that do things like this, that have secret families here and there, don't you long to be free from this burden? Can't you just come out one time and just confess, look at what I did, I am sorry? And if the woman is going to take you back, she will take you back. Obviously, the first few weeks, months, years would be rocky and all, but at least come out and tell her. Come out and tell her. She finds out that way. I told you she's got a toddler. She's still, probably dealing with postpartum. Hormones, emotions all over the place. Like, how? The betrayal. I felt so sad. So sad for the situation. She's come out again. She's made another video. She talked about, she said the police came, asked the man to leave, obviously, because tensions was really, really high. If that man hadn't left, she would have picked up something, hit the man, probably hit the child, you know. So police left, and she's like, everyone will be fine, everybody will be fine. She's just not in a good place. She really isn't. People are like, oh, you know, she should just accept. Some people are saying she should just accept the child. She should just accept the child. It's easier said than done. If it was a child she knew about before she went into that marriage, you know, that's a different case. One that came about while she was dating this man, it is easier said than done. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. It's not a very easy thing to do. Each time you look at that child, you are constantly reminded of your husband's betrayal, you know. So it is really sad, and it just made me think, like, women in situations like this, you are sleeping with the enemy. You call him your husband, you call him sweetheart, you call him babes, my love, whatever it is. But in actual fact, is he really? Men who could do things like this, hide things like this, I'm sorry, but they've got tendencies to just take the wife out. How do you go out, you do whatever you do with another woman, you come back and you just act normal, you just act like nothing has happened. I don't know. I can't. I really can't. I don't claim to be a saint by any means, but you could just tell that I've done something. At some point, you know, I think I would just get drunk and just start confessing. Like, I can't live day in, day out, have a child. Let's even reverse the roles. It was Madame who had this child, and then asked the child to call her auntie, and then brought the child, and then told her husband, this is my niece. Then he finds out. Our Nigerian men, what she did yesterday was child's play. What that man would have done,
Apostle, we hear of this.
If she made it out of the house alive, she should thank her stars. You know, I'm not promoting violence or anything, but I'm saying I can understand. I wish she did not point the camera at the little girl. I wish she didn't show anybody. I wish she just focused that camera on that man, expose that man, and let that be that. Let that be that, because you cannot hit someone and tell them how to cry or how to react, you know. I really wish she did that. Yes, I know I started by saying, look, I'm going to contradict myself. I know prior social media, we were handling things in-house, but social media is here. She decided to expose him. She's exposed him. But you know, the funny thing, if they were to go their separate ways, give that man 3 weeks, another woman would be dating him. Because I went to her comments on her very last video where she was talking about when the police came and took the man away and everybody will be fine. And somebody left a comment there and said, Madam, if you're not interested, I will take your husband. I think he is very cute. So give that man 3 days, he will find somebody else. That's the irony of life. That's just the irony. Anyway, I'm here. I need to do my shopping and go back home. I've got a meeting at 9. I hope you are all well, and I will see you all in my next video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. I'll see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.